Good afternoon. My name is Matt Selbie. I'm the founder and CEO of a local company called Opinionator. And what Opinionator does is we provide real-time point-of-experience feedback for many businesses. And the subject that I'm going to talk about is, in amongst all this sexy new digital media stuff, for crying out loud, don't forget in the excitement, it's retention marketing that's a bigger issue. So most businesses have three problems. The first is that they have a big defection issue. The biggest problem for businesses is they don't know how big it is. The second is that they are generally feedback incompetent. They don't know how to get feedback. And the third is that no one's talking. If you look at the list behind me, these are industry stats about annual churn rates. Even the best, which is retail banking, has a 10% churn rate. And if you're a restaurant owner, you're going to be pretty crabby because you've got a 36% annual defection rate. Why do people leave? Well, it's your fault. Remember that, it's your fault. On the left-hand side, it says that 13% of customers leave because of uncontrollable reasons, but 87% of customers leave because of controllable reasons. So now there's some good news. Gartner did a study 2 years ago that said 95% of corporate America undertook customer feedback. The bad news is that only 10% of those guys did anything with it. If 95% of you guys have customer feedback, there's only going to be 10% of you that do anything with it. Why is that? Perhaps you think that you know your customers better. It's not the case. In the B2C world, only 4% of customers who are dissatisfied talk. Everybody else walks. They don't talk to you, but they do talk to everybody else with the very tools and techniques that you're promoting here today with Facebook and Twitter and everything else. So the social exposure that businesses have now is much, much higher than it ever was. So why does all of this matter? Well, it's the money, baby. It's the money because defecting customers take current cash flow, they take an increasingly large percentage of the future cash flow. You've got to now fund word of mouth, and you've got to fund new acquisitions to replace those. So this is the problem. We have a defection problem that has an enormous cash flow impact, that nobody knows why people are leaving, that you can't control, you can't do feedback, and by the time the customer is gone, it's too late. So essentially, we're solving the wrong problem. I've seen too many companies embark on social media strategies, Facebook, Yelp, and God knows what else, without having undertaken a review of why existing customers are fundamentally leaving. So the good news is there's a solution. The solution is to use point-of-experience, real-time feedback, usually through mobile devices, and always with analysis and alerts to overcome some of the problems that we've previously been speaking about. However, let's use some better principles and current survey methodology. One, make it easy. Make sure that you use a device that everybody has. It's not just an iPhone business. Have surveys that take 1 minute or less, and make sure that someone's got the ability to do it anonymously. Number of examples. We work with Nestle Water and Circle K to find out why people buy Nestle Water inside the store. So people were taking surveys inside the convenience store as they were buying this particular product. Second example, we measured customer attitude towards staff at a very large Toyota dealership, and we found enormous differences in the range and ability of staff at that particular place. The third example is, this is our first customer here in town. It was Hot Lips Pizza, and what they wanted to find out was why is a good Hot Lips, and a bad Hot Lips is a bad Hot Lips. And it's not just about revenue, it's about how people thought of that particular business and why they're likely to come back in again. And we did an American Idol for pizza. We asked, what's the next flavor you want to have on there? The final one is much more strategic. We work a lot with medical who want to find out, how did you find us? What's the best media to use? Who's the competitor set? Who am I most likely to lose you to? Other examples that you can take this to are advertising agencies, conferences, oil companies. Heaven forbid, we're even now working with software companies to try and understand that the functions they're putting into the software are actually going to be used by the eventual customer. So the advantage of mobile, you're going to get more feedback, more accuracy, more engagement, more ideas, and it's actionable. Remember, this has got to be actionable for it to actually give you a return on investment. And always, if you do it at site, it's going to be at the lowest data point. So you can control defection. If you control defection, you control your future cash flow. If you control your future cash flow, you control your future company's destiny. So in all of this excitement, all of these sexy new techniques you're being told about today, make sure you keep hold of your customers. My name's Matt Selbie. I'm the founder of Opinionator. If you'd like to give me a shout about how you can use this in your own business, then please do so. Thank you very much.